Young Gale in the building, right? We're about to get ready to roll that intro. You don't want to miss this one. This is They Made Everybody White.
Young L on the beat.
Me said, hold it down. Rabat, if you come into the building, shalom, shalom aleichem, assalamu alaikum, hotep, peace to you all, right? Now, this tape is dealing with people who they made white in history. Now, this is we're gonna keep it clean, YouTube. Um, this is not racism. This is not hate. None of that. This right here is the truth. Now, a lot of people are going out now to blame the Jewish people for a lot of the stuff that's going on. The which keep in mind those people are Canaanites, but they still our brothers because they were albinos. We're gonna be breaking that down on another tape, talking about the Jebusites. So some dude, I think it was artificial intelligence, came on and told me, "Hey, take that small hat off, Goofy. Take that small hat off." We're about to show him that we are the small hats. You are our children. You are our children, man. You got the small hat from us. I'm telling you, man. But we're gonna roll a clip for you showing you a video of Jerusalem in the 1800s where people had fezzes, small hats, all that on, and they were dark skinned beings. But over in the Western Hemisphere, they're using, I think they refer to it as white supremacy to control and to cut off the power of the Nubian children's mind in the Western Hemisphere on them coming from greatness. And so they, like Baba said in the picture video, what about the pictures? And he goes into detail explaining why he did the pictures the way he did them, right? So we gotta get this screen shared right here. Show you some in people in history who they turn white. And we gotta say we gotta keep it clean, YouTube. We not trying to cause no trouble. We just here to clean it up with the mop. You ain't gotta open up when we knock. You got a couple people out here. They say they the guys, but they hide in the background. And say they gonna hide out in the background. These guys are funny. While we fight, they gonna hide out in the closet. They probably the guys that sold us out. They look like us, but they ain't us. Type of guys, right? All right, let's get into that file, man. You tuned in. Hit that like, hit that subscribe button. If you're new to the channel, hit that bell. If you don't receive a notification from us every day, come back and see us. We doing it big over here. Oh yeah, Chucky. We already got it, Chucky. We already got it, Chucky already. Now keep in mind what's happening here to us, right? On the left, they got devil food cake, and they made it black chocolate, right? They got angel food cake, so angel food cake is white. So what are they saying subconsciously here? What are they saying subconsciously here? That ain't that the good people, the angels are white, and then the devil is black. You gotta see it. You gotta understand what Betty Crocker is all about, right? Then this stuff ain't good for you anyway. See, we gotta keep it clean. King George the Third, the Moor, Williams. Keep in mind the name Williams is gonna come back up now. Keep in mind they made him white. And keep in mind, if King George the Third was white, I mean King George the Third was a Nubian brother, then that means that's his father, and then we could keep going all the way back. And keep in mind, up until this King George, people were assassinated and then replaced with a usurped family coming down from Queen Victoria. Queen Victoria was the usurp of the Moorish Empire off of King George. So they turned. So in history over here, with this beam, let me show you one of the culprits. This is one of the culprits. We keeping it so clean and crispy, they gonna have to show us some love on this. Shout out the guys that's doing the check at YouTube. Yeah, doing a good job, man. The guys in the secret room. It's a lot of negative energy up in there. A lot of bad negative energy. You gotta be on a different type of time to be off in that room on at Google. You see? Um, but shout out those guys. Let's get into this guy. A lot of you might not even know nothing about this guy. This is a guy responsible writing and making everybody. He one of the guys, one of the culprits. Goes by the name of Horace Greeley, who on New York Tribune, who was responsible. You can look at him, tell what he all about. He's a frugalord. He's a frugalord, right? Keep that in mind as we. He might have a little Deru in him too, right? Because they all connected, right? You don't know what the Derus and Frugalords is. We're about to do a tape on the Frugalords, but you know what the Derus is already if you've been following us. But him with the help of the Smithsonian Institute and the Red Man's Wig Party. You see, yeah, we got him. We got him. We're gonna keep it clean. Where the Smithsonian Institute at? We're gonna show you what's going down and what's happening. Right? The Smithsonian Institute. right? This place covered up a lot of our. This is a place is one of the places where they was hiding all the history about us being natives and about us being all over the world. A lot of the artifacts and all that was they a lot of them they got rid of and threw them in the ocean or buried them under the sand. Remember we told them what about the artifacts? They hid up in the sand. They went over there and buried them in ancient Kemet. They took stuff from over here and buried it over there to throw us off. They took stuff from over there and buried it over. Well, they ain't show you the stuff that was over already over here that would connect that this was one spot that these same people were already all over the planet. The same people they call Africans, right? And what they call the natives over here is the same exact people. It was already over the planet, thousands, if not millions. Man, we might well go to say billions of years. But the Smithsonian Institute and Horace Greeley and his gang is connected, right? They connected. And like I say, if we don't be careful, like I say, every year Obama get lighter and lighter. They gonna turn out Obama, who wasn't the first black president. Keep that in mind. Obama didn't even call himself black. Obama know that he a Moor. Obama knew that he a Moor. We can prove that. We can prove that. That he signed the papers. You know, he did all the footsteps when he went over to overseas. But look, they're making them wider and wider every year. Now we know Obama is our mulattoan brother, right? And his mama really is a mulatto because in order to be Caucasian, you got to have blonde hair and blue eyes. So his mother is not really Caucasian. His mother is a mulatto. And we have reason to believe that secretly he's Malcolm X's son, due to the research of Dr. Phil Valentine. Shout out Dr. Phil Valentine uh, for putting in that work on connecting him with Malcolm X. And it's like it's a lot of stuff connected to that, right? We got a tape out on that called America Hiding in the Bushes. We'll check that tape out, go to the industry tapes. All right, hold up. Let's get back to it. Let's see who else they turn white. The number one guy, right? Our number one guy in the black community. And keep in mind, for my Moors that's listening, we know that the word black don't really apply to us because it's not a nationality. It's not. It has really nothing to do with us. Well, it has something to do with us, but it goes back to when it was dealing with the nobles and all that, right? It really meant noble back in the day, right? But now, under the new context and under this Western system, black is now become a label to turn people into chattel property. Shout out my Israelites, right? Right. Shout out my Hebrew brothers, my Israelite Hebrew brothers, right? So they turned Jesus white. Now we can get in now for my heavy duty students, my advanced Harvard and Yale students, we can get into the zodiac or the astrological information on this. We got that coming for you too. So hold with us. We just saying they made Jesus white. They made Jesus white, man. But in the Bible, if you read the Bible, it says that this dude had hair like wool. This ain't no wool right here. This right here look like fur to me. He had fiery dark copper skin, burnt brass. If you burn brass, it turned black, right? But so this is more of the description in the Bible than this description of Jesus. So they turned Jesus white. And then they show you, check this out. When they show you those movies about Jesus, right? The movies, like yeah, all the Jesus movies that we watch. I watched every single movie back in the day because I was heavy duty studying, trying to figure out what's going on. Just didn't make sense to me. Why everybody white in this? Ain't no black people, right? Why everybody white? Ain't no black people in this. Everybody white. You know what I'm saying? Man, everybody's white up in this joint. Nobody's they turned everybody white. Now I can show you a clip. Let's pull up that. Now if you go online, hold up. See, can we get it pulled up like this? If you go online on YouTube, yeah, if you go on YouTube, pull up a Jerusalem film of Jerusalem in the 1800s, right? We should have it saved on our page. I think I got it saved in my I got it saved in my likes. Hey, shout out Yahweh the Poet, man. My brother Yahweh the Poet down in Florida. We're gonna be bumping some of his music on a radio station that we got cracking. Right? Got we can't play that. I had to cut that little piece out. It might be copyrighted. But shout out Yahweh the Poet, man. My guy Yahweh the Poet. Okay. Now let's show you this footage of Jerusalem in the 1800s. Now you might can't hear the sound, but you could be able to see the footage, and we could break it down while we going through it. And keep in mind, you're gonna see people with faces and everything. Shout out King Yahweh, right? Shout out King Yahweh, bro. I don't know if y'all can hear the sound, but you see right here, that's a Nubian dude right here. All these Nubian dudes, some of them got faces on their head. This in Jerusalem, like in 1897. But they in the movies, so it was still Nubians all the way up until this time. It was more Nubians during the time of what they say Jesus that was living. So why they showing you everybody white, man? Why they showing you everybody white, man? That's a brother right there, walking right here. All these brothers right here, dark skinned people. This dark skinned blood boy right here. Look at it. These people. Now this right here, dude right here. I know what tribe he from. He one of the Canaanite tribes. All right. So you see that back in the day. Hold on. Hey, shout out King Yahweh, boy. Tell him, right? That's my guy. You know what I'm saying? Them boys changing the world, making it spreading peace. You know what I'm saying? There's always gonna be some haters, you know. It's gonna hate when you doing your thing. Yeah, but we talking about in Jerusalem in 1897, man, these brothers. Okay? So they turned everybody white, man. This right here back in Jerusalem, all brothers. Let's load it up for you. I don't know if you can I hope you can't hear the sound because they probably but that's right. Look right here. Okay, so look how these are like Africans was in Jerusalem. And these Africans that just was in Jerusalem, they are the Afar people, the Bantu people, right? The Palestinians are ancient Egyptians, the Afar people. But they ain't show you that's always still to now, really. If you go over there now, you're gonna see these people in our Swan Nubian people. But every time, they use the movies, right? Keep in mind they use the movies to move you and me into a particular direction to cut us off. So every single movie they put out, well, the origin of some people, they gonna make turn them white. They turn them white. Right? You seen that. You seen it. We ain't got to beat it over your head. You all have a lot of y'all know what time it is. And that's what we're dealing with. This was the Piscean racism is the Piscean age, right? It's really an age of ignorance to me, an age of separation, segregation. Instead of why they telling you we one nation under God, but they using white supremacy still going on. But white supremacy is going out. There was also black supremacy as well. See, we can't forget about that. It's black supremacy and there's white supremacy. But both of these racism is going out, bro. That's that yin and yang. That's the Piscean age. And they got they got the dark, cold, all that. They talking about dark. If you look up the definition of black, they give you all these nasty terms. But if you look up white, it's pure and clean and holy. White is clear, clean, and holy. And nobody's black or white. That's all status quo. Status on quote. Right? Let's show you something here. The a black president, and like I say, we didn't call ourselves black. We were Moors. We were Washita. We were natives. We didn't even call ourselves Africans. That's another game to separate us. Right? And the people that's really scholars, they know. They can't find the word African written on no damn pyramid. I'm telling you. They can't find the word African written on no pyramid. They can find Afar probably. Because Dr. Ben said that they got the word African from the name Afar, the Afar I can, right? These British. They started saying Afarcan. The Afar, and then they put I can, so it'd be Afar African. Right. That's how they came up with the name. And then so we got our perspectives. And Dr. Malachi said that it came from a dude that tried to conquer Africa, and when they did the Berlin Conference, they split all the people up into different tribes, and it really means to divide us up. African means to divide us up in Arabic, right? So we got our perspectives on it. But the main point is they turned John Hanson white, and you can see his hand is hidden in his coat, so he hiding something in his coat. He hiding something. That's that Masonic gesture of the hidden hand, the black hand. Why? What? Who is he hiding? What is he hiding? That this is a fake, and this is the real right here. You can look at John Hanson when he was taking his picture and tell that he knew that they was messing over him, right? They turned everybody white. What else we got? Right? Who is John Hanson? They don't tell you about John Hanson in school, that he was a president before George Washington. He was a president before George Washington, who was a British general, right? Who brought Haysay really is a code name for Albert Pike, who changed his name to Washington. Because keep in mind, John Hanson connect straight to the Washingtons, my family. And I'm gonna show you that I'm a direct descendant where George Washington Carver is my cousin. It's my grandpa's cousin. I'm gonna show that on another tape. That I'll do the ancestral tracing. We'll be doing we got the Dame Calloway, but we finna crack heads and twist caps with this new information though. About to get right into it. But let's go back. I did. See what we got, man. Okay, so you remember they make everybody white, man. They whitewashed. That's what she say. Whitewashed. They try to make Cleopatra, right? Cleopatra, they made her white. The last time we checked, Egyptians were Nubians, Africans, right? Hold on, we're gonna put a little. They made white. They made Michael Jackson white, man. Look at Mike. They made Mike white, right? They made Mike white. Who else they made white? Let's get back. Matter of fact, let's just start from the beginning. All right, these people, they going out of control. They getting out of control. We don't do something about it right now. We don't start teaching our children right now. This could get out of control. They trying to make Shaka Zulu a white guy. Now you know they going crazy now. They going these people that's going they going all the way out. They making Shaka Zulu a white guy now. These people going all the way out, man. To turn people white. You know what I'm saying? In history, you know. I did King George. Now while we are going through this picture, here's a girl that was white at first, but now she black. While they turning you white, they trying to turn black. Hey man. Hey man, this is crazy. This is crazy. It's getting crazy, man. She done went out and got her some melanin injection, got her some hair and stuff, paying her some money and turned black. She done turned black, man. They tried to make Hannibal they turned Hannibal white. They want to cut us off from anything. They may try to make Hannibal a white guy. Right? I'm telling you, man. They made this dude to a white guy. He's a chick that I think she suffered from the skin disease though, where she they said Michael Jackson had this same disease, right? But I don't know. I think he bleached himself, Michael Jackson, so he could be white. We still love Mike. He was with us. Mike was with us. I'm telling you, because Mike was getting ready to tell on him. That's why they had to distract him. Tony Mottola, Mike was coming after him. Mike wasn't no punk now. I don't get it twisted. He wasn't soft like everybody think. You know what I'm saying? You better go watch Thriller. You know what I'm saying? See what time it is. Mike was trying to secretly give us information. That's why he put out that Egyptian video where he showed everybody black up in that joint. And that from that point on, that's when the Clear Clowns was really after them. So they made the disciples, even though we can get into these right here, the 12 constellations, but just for the sake of the children and my guys that still read the Bible and my Hebrews and all that. They made the 12 disciples white guys. They turned them all white. When we know that they were all Nubians. And some of them were called niggas in the Bible in Acts, I think it's chapter 12 or 13. They were called niggas in the Bible. Niggas, right? Which means dark-skinned people. And if Paul was they say Paul was amongst these guys, he had to be, because I think Paul was a mulatto, but they say they mistaked him for Egyptian. And we know the Egyptians were dark-skinned people. And we can get into the detail on how they made everybody white. All right, George Washington Carver, who's my cousin. We're going to get into that. I can show you this resemblance. I'm going to show you that. I probably got it in this thing. We'll show you that. Drop that one jewel on you. But this is this picture right here. This is a picture of the lady they turned white. This is supposed to be King George's wife. They turned her white. Let me show you what she really looked like. Okay, we're going to get to what she really looked like in a minute. All right, here's a lady, a white girl that turned herself black. While they trying to turn you white, and everybody want to be white, they want to be black. They try to turn. Still, it's this Enlil. It's that Enlil joint, right? Because going with the Piscean age, it's going out. Racism is out. Ain't no more racism. A lot of white people gonna find out you ain't really white. White and black is not even a nationality. It's a status. So you're not white. You are albino. You are mulatto. Right? And some of y'all might be mixed with Fugaloids and they're rude. Right? A lot of light-skinned people, some of y'all ain't even got white in you. You got Sans Man. The Sans Man is the light-skinned gene, the brown gene. right? So racism is going out. While they got us, listen up, white people, so-called white people, we brothers and sisters. And while these high elites got us fighting against each other, they finna roll robots out on us, and we're gonna be fighting. They trying to keep us going at each other while their robots take us all out. While the artificial intelligence keep control over all of us. So and while aliens are extraterrestrials from other planets who want resources from our planet, while we study arguing and fighting against each other, talking about some skin color, they gonna be in the background stealing our shit and stealing our children. They steal white and black children. Get that to get your mind together. Racism is out. Piscean is most of these Ku Klux Klan haters. Most of them died out. And keep in mind, everybody in the Ku Klux Klan ain't bad. Yeah, nigga. Everybody see like that's what I don't like. I don't like people that say when they go out to say the Jews did this, and it only be one or two Jews, and they go on with this one bad apple spoils the whole bunch, or one black Negro go out and do something, and then now all Negroes, it's a stereotype. That's part of the game of the elites to keep us going against each other. All Jews ain't bad. All Jewish people are not bad. All Moors are not bad. All Christians are not bad. All Muslims are not bad. So they make Muslim they go do these secret Luciferians infiltrate everybody organization. And then they go out and do bad shit so they can bad jacket the organization. So not all Jews are Zionists. Jews. Keep that in mind, bro. Right? And like I say, they Canaanites and they come right out of us. So who we fooling? See, this right here is a separation, but this is out. We in the Aquarian age now, and it's oneness, one love. Like Bob Marley told you straight from the notepad of Tahuti. One love, one heart. Let's get together and feel all right. So they had to get rid of Bob Marley because Bob Marley was wiping out the Piscean age and bringing in the Aquarian age by telling you we are one people, white and black. A lot of you white people need to check your blood type. Some of you type O. Now, what does that mean? Right? Some of you type O. What does that mean? You ain't white? It's like, man, I'm telling you. Some of my white brothers be coming on my page saying that they want to go with us. Some of y'all are us. Get that in your head, man. And there's gonna be some people out here that's gonna want to keep this going, keep this hate going for the color of somebody's skin. Martin Luther King, that's why they got rid of him. Because he said, judge a man not by the color of his skin, but by the content of his character. But we got to clear it up as we go out of this. We got to clear it up. The people that they turn white. We ain't teaching racism here. We telling you the truth so we can go forward into the fifth dimension, where it's one love, one heart. Because like I say, long as we keep arguing about the color of the skin, the robots gonna come conquer us all, and we're gonna be still. It ain't gonna be racism no more because the damn robot don't give a damn what color you are. They gonna shoot you just the same, treat you just the same as everybody else, like crap. Gotta go watch iRobot. The robots ain't gonna care which side you on. Mother Sophia Stewart already seen the prophecy and warned us. Yeah, about this. So the yin and yang Piscean age, racism, white versus black is going out. That's a wrap. We love white people. We love black people. We love brown people. That's why some of the leaders of the Black Panther were saying, I think it was Freddie P. Hampton said, black power to black people, white power to white people, brown power to brown people. You know what I'm saying? It's all love, baby. Because we got to get together because the people that's controlling the game, they don't give a dang what color you are. They stealing your kids. They don't give a color what they stealing everybody kids. It don't matter what color. Let's get it together, man, and see what's going on here. The black and white checkerboard flow in the Illuminati lodges, right? The yin and the yang. This going out. Masonic lodges going out. We don't need you no more because, especially unless you with the original order of the Amun Ra squad. You know what I'm saying? The Amun, the crowd for Amun. We don't need this yin and yang crap no more. We got talked about it. Like I say, and we don't be careful and I'm warning you, man. We don't be careful. They gonna turn Martin Luther King into a white guy. Every Black History Month, he get whiter and whiter. You know, tell you. Every Black History Month, they turn him whiter and whiter. Right? It's that Jim Crow. You know, the Jim Crow. Smithsonian Institute. We already got it them. Mary of Scott. Look at her hair texture. That ain't no white person hair texture. White people got fur. So a lot of y'all who saying you white, your head, look at your hair texture. A lot of y'all got the curly. So you a mulatto. You ain't you really black, really, because all you need is one drop and you black. You know, I'm telling you. Y'all better wake up. So they made her white. Mary of Scott. This is right here is King George wife right here. She was she was like she had red hair. She was had a mix of these red, green, high-eyed, freckled people and Nubians. So she was like a mulatto, Irish mulatto with the red, like blue knit type hair, right? And she used to smoke a pipe. And they show you this pipe right here in National Treasure Hunt when Nicolas Cage, keep in mind, Nicolas Cage is Knights of Templar. When they show you that him and Queen Victoria and all that's all connected because they said they trying to say Queen Victoria was the daughter of these people, of the granddaughter of these people. Right? That's not true. It's not true. But this pipe, she used to smoke this pipe, tobacco pipe, and they use this pipe in the movie as like a key. Keep that in mind. They all gonna come. It's gonna come back. Like I said, we already talked about Obama Smithsonian Institute. Keep in mind that the first 39 popes of the Roman Catholic Church, because you keep in mind this stuff is this information is Christianity. The origin of it is Ethiopia, and the origin of it is what the Nomos taught the Dogons. The Dogons are the origin of this out of Ethiopia when they was in Ethiopia, right? And so the first 39 popes were dark skinned Nubians, and they still worship this. They say this right here was Peter, Saint Peter. They got him as a black dude. They kind of look the first popes, right? And the fish thing is dealing with the nomos. This is nomos information. And I want you to know this type of stuff, man. So keep in mind about the Jim Crow. We watch for whites only. Coloreds, waiting room. Remember the Jim Crow? They try to this color thing. They had to put this color thing. This is our high level alchemy right here to put us in this disillusion of who we are. Colored drink here. Color waiting room. Coloreds. They the coloreds. We ain't the coloreds. They made Superman white. Right? They made Superman white. And they stole this from Osiris. And they call Osiris the Lord of the Powerful Black in Amen. They stole this from Amen, who was Murdoch. They stole it for the serpent gods. Because keep in mind, they came from the Draconian. This was dealing with the serpent, the Draconians. They made every movie that they put out about Jesus or anything is all ain't no niggas. It's all white folks. Ain't no black people in there. Right? Like you say, Cleopatra. These are when they do an Egyptian movie, they look for all white casting. And for African for to do an African historical movies, they bring all white casting. Now, if that ain't an insult, they turn after like I say, Cleopatra white. They turn ISIS white. This is a video out of where Michael Jackson showed everybody Nubians in there, the beautiful sister, the kings, and they came out them after that. They said, "Oh, we got to shut him down." All right, we talked about John Hanson and Horace Greeley, who was in the New York Tribune rewriting our history, yin and yang. Benjamin Banneker, who they made white. And then they jumped him. They created this character, and then they put him back a couple hundred years because they had to discredit that Nubian brother was the first one that did the almanac and the clock. So they created this dude Benjamin Franklin, who's put him like years before Benjamin Banneker, and then said that he got a clock and an almanac. He didn't want the first guy to do it. It was a white guy that did it first. That's turning him white. Some reason they couldn't, people wouldn't let them they turned them white, but they put them back some years to make it like, oh yeah, well, he ain't the first person to do it. Somebody white did it first. The white man ain't never did nothing first. I'm telling you, they turning Obama white, man. I'm telling you. 20 years from now, if we don't do something about it, Obama will be a white guy. This guy right here turned black. Partially black. Look at him. That's how he looked before. This is after. All right, here's George Washington Carver, who is my great granddaddy cousin. They first cousins. We tracing our ancestor history straight back to George Washington Carver. We even look like. I'm going to show you. All right, here's George Washington Carver. Here's George Washington Carver. He looked just like my granddad. Let me show you. Well, we're going to get to that part in a minute down in the slide, okay? They turned Abraham Lincoln white. Turned the real Abraham Lincoln looked like this, and then they brought this guy in who was a lawyer, the Lincoln lawyer. He was a Lincoln lawyer. They put a movie out about it. This dude was a lawyer, not the president. This dude was the real president. They covering it up, man. I'm telling you. They made Imhotep white. They turned Imhotep white. We know Imhotep's mother was from the Afar and his dad was from the Twa. And both of them people are still black. They both tried still, but they made him white in the movie. This is inside. We can't let them keep doing this to us, man. We don't need to watch no more. When they put up, when they have an Egyptian movie and they put it out and they got white people on the cover, we don't even need to go to the movies and watch that crap no more. We don't need to buy it or nothing. It's a wrap. We ain't buying none of what you're selling us no more on this crap. They made Buddha white. These people just don't give up. Look at Buddha hair. We know Buddha was an African, man. Come on, man. Stop playing. We already figured it out already. They didn't turn Buddha white. And if you got a black dog, if you let them, they'll turn him white. King James, the king who authorized the King James Bible was a Nubian brother, and they turned him white. They turned him white. While they steady, like we said, trying to turn black. This is a chick that started out as white and went straight to black. Went straight to black. You know what I'm saying? Once you go black, you never go back. Keep that in mind. Once you go black, you never go back. And the blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice. Here we go. Here's a chick that started out white. Now she turned black. Why is these people? What is this, man? What is this? This shit is crazy, man. What the heck is this? These people are really going all the way out to be us, man. Look at this chick. If I just would have showed you this picture, you think she a black girl. So they can do this. So Rod Hayes told you about the people who look like us but ain't us. So this lady was white and now she black. Go watch a movie called Get Out, man. Go watch a movie called Get Out. These people now finna start stealing our bodies, man. I'm telling you, it's about to get crazy, man. It's about to get crazy. About to get crazy out here, man. Here's another. We showed you this girl. She turned black. King James. We already told you about King James. They turned Mike. So we going into the Aquarian age. No more of this lying and covering up and all that. Everything's gonna be out front now. We out of the racism age. All that. The hate. Portals open. We already told you they turned Hannibal, Black Order War. Jesus, we already talked about this, the black and white checkerboard flow. They turned the natives white. They turned the natives white. Everywhere around the world, when they show you on film on the Tell Live Vision, Tell Lies on your vision, they show people, right, of lightest they can find. The whitest people they can find in anywhere they go, any culture on TV, they're gonna try to show you the whitest people they can find. They ain't gonna never tell you about the natives. Tell you about the natives. White waiting room only. We want white tenants in our community. You know what I'm saying? White community. We want white tenants in our white community. Segregation. See, all this is game. It's all this is game until they figured out that if we separate, if we let these kids separate, they're gonna blow up bigger than us. We serve whites only. No Spanish or Mexicans. So all my Latino and Spanish and Mexican and Puerto Rican brothers, you heard what they said. Right? You just and my Israelite brothers say that these guys are Israelites as well, right? So we my brown brothers in Mexico, they think the same about you as they think we all family. But the people that saying that they white, they about to figure out that we the same people too. So somebody running game on us here, yeah, right? Jim Crow. That Jim Crow went out. Now this is they got, excuse me, they just put a movie out with about Maria Scott, that she really was a Nubian woman. Maria Scott, she's a Nubian woman. They got the series out now where she black, but they made her white. They made her white in history though. I talked about Buddha. You already know only Nubians can do this that they have, man. So Buddha, we already know what Buddha was time it was with Buddha. But they made Buddha white. And like I say, this is breaking white supremacy. Martin Luther King and the black social gospel. So I'm saying, so we breaking this black and white supremacy game, this yin and yang, this black and white checkerboard flow game is gone out, bro. We don't hate white people no more. We don't want to fight white people. We want to team up with white people and fight against the artificial intelligence and androids and extraterrestrials who are trying to lay claim to our planet and label us as useless eaters and suckers, and we all deserve to be exterminated type of thing. So we need to get our mind out together, and we need to join together and get ready just in case these suckers try to invade us, man. I'm telling you, bro. Look at Obama. They making them lighter and lighter every year. He gonna be a white guy in about shit. Look, at the rate they going right now, in about 3 more years, he'll be all the way white. He'll be all the way white. At the rate they going every year, he get lighter and lighter. So like 2, 3 more years, he done already turned all the way white. I'm telling you, man. This is the game. This is the game. See, look, so we know who's who and what was what, but they don't want to show you that part. So they came out to Mike after he did this one right here. They came out to Mike, tried to shut him down after this. Mike was putting the real thing on it. Malcolm said, "Make it plain." We just made it plain and simple, man. They made everybody white. It's the game that they playing, man. What else we got? Yeah, Black Gods. Mansa Musa. They gonna try to make Mansa Musa a white guy. Okay, they trying to make Michael Jordan white. These are the original people all over the planet, man. Everybody's Nubians. Everywhere you go, still to this day, they still right. It made you on the impression they don't never show you the Sands people. They'll never show you the Bantu people, right? These people that got the Proconian genes because they came back. Came back and they got the tyrosine increased in their brain. These people actually are quite intelligent. Uh, but it's just a different people colors that the Nubians range in different colors and different types. Big time Buck white. Big time Buck. They made Batman white. They made Spider-Man white. What is this doing to our kid? They don't teach us nobody white. Nobody's Nubians. They made Beethoven. We got this book right here, 100 Amazing Facts to Ask a Negro. They made Beethoven a white guy. We already showed you this lady. She really was originally a white girl. Right? So this is the game. They fading us. They fading us from black to white. It's called the fade. The fade game. Here's this white girl that turned black. You see that? Look at her hair now. Look at her hair now. Yeah. Hannibal, try to turn him to what we already showed you that. King Arthur, it turned him into a white guy. It turned King Arthur into a white guy. King Arthur was a Nubian dude. Like I said, they gonna turn if we don't be careful, every Black History Month, and I really don't celebrate Black History Month. 'Cause I know it's all game to kind of keep us under this black title. It's white supremacy still. So but we love King, and they try to make King white. He get whiter and whiter every Black History Month. King Louis the 13th looked just like Michael Jackson. In fact, Michael Jackson is a direct descendant of King Louis the 13th. He looked just like Michael Jackson, but they made him white. He looked like Mike before the bleach. Or the bleach. Yeah, so we about to get into it, man. Like say King James. All right, look at this. This is what she looked like at first. Now she turned black. They done shot her up with Melanie. White folks turning black. Y'all see this, man? They made everybody white. Keep in mind, Mike knew who he was. He knew he was from the royal bloodline. Jackson, Williams, all the same people. The Fall people, the same bloodline as King George. We've been ruling, but some kind of and the ones at the top, they didn't pull these people up into the industry. They been knew who he was. Look at this lady, and in turn, she went from looking like this. Now she black. I was born white, but I prefer being black. Check that out. That's right. You know what I'm saying? Once you go black, you never go back. You see what I'm saying? Once you go black, you never go back. You see? We already showed the Abraham Lincoln joint. This is up right here. Right? Look at this. Before, after. She got a little bit more work done, turned more black. You know what I'm saying? Look at this right here. Look how she looked then. Now look how she look. They looking like look how she got all the melanin injections. Now look at her. She look black. You see what's happening here? The game. They made Cleopatra into a white lady. Why they found the whitest, I just said Elizabeth Taylor, I think. They made the whitest girl they could find to play one of the blackest sisters they ever lived. They found the whitest girl. See, that's that alchemy. That's high powered alchemy right there. And like they said in life, said these white pies only. Eddie Murphy said, how much to turn them white pies into black pies? She said, these white pies only, and cocked her shotgun. They got the hiccup out of there. You know what I'm saying? They made angels white. The Michelangelo effect. Keep in mind about the Michelangelo effect. They turned all the angels white. Everybody in the Bible, they turn white. They don't show you no dark skinned people in the Bible. Every single prophet, God, all the way down. They made everybody white. Now you telling me this ain't white supremacy at its highest form? Right? So we got this right here. You know what I'm saying? We went over that. Yeah, this is who they made her. This is what she really was like a mulatto, but they turned King George's wife white. Like they say they turned Mary Scott white. But we look at the hair texture. And this right here chick look like a mulatto anyway. The one they tried to lose. 'cause it's Michelangelo effect right here, right? Alright, check this. This is George Washington Carver. This is my grandfather right here. And put them side by side real quick. Alright, so we found out through tracing our ancestral history that George Washington Carver is my granddad, is my dad. This granddad right here, this is my mom's dad, Charles Washington. Charles Washington dad name is Andrew Washington. Andrew Washington, Lee Andrew Washington is first cousins with George Washington Carver. And Carver wasn't even his name. His name was George Washington. Carver was a name because they said they tried to lie and said that he was a slave to a guy named Moses and Susan Carver, and he wasn't slaves to them. He was actually working for them. They were the ones that were funding his all of his equipment to do the research, and they castrated and messed over Carver, right? But Carver is the first cousin to my granddad's dad. So we're gonna show you what he looked like. We're gonna show you. We just want to drop that part on, but we're gonna show you on we do the ancestral tape. I'm gonna show you all my cousins that we kin to. Look at the nose. Look at the nose. It's the same nose. Look at a picture of the young Ella, the same cheeks, everything. But we traced the history back. We're gonna reveal this at the family reunion. We're doing a slide at the family reunion at the Washington family reunion. I'm gonna show that we kin to Denzel, we kin to Raymond Washington, and we kin to George Washington Carver, my granddad's side. So yeah, that's how again turned white. They turned Beethoven white. They made Beethoven white, man. And that pretty much sums this tape up, right? It pretty much sums this tape up. We're gonna be coming back with more as if you got any other information on who else they turned white, you can send that out to our email so we can present that on part two. Cause we're doing more research to find out who else they. I believe that Julius Caesar was a Nubian. I believe that Pontius Pilate was a Nubian. I believe it's several. We already know Paul and all them, the disciples were Nubians. I believe a lot of the characters, most of all the characters, I know in the Old Testament they were Nubians, Israelites. I know this. All right, we ain't even got to break that over your head. But they turning everybody white to create a psychological thing for the kids that we wasn't nobody but some slaves. That's what they tell us. We ain't nobody but Kuta Kinte, slave Toby to be a slave, not to, all this other crap. But we putting in work and we doing the job. So Shalom Aleichem, Islam, right? Assalamu alaikum, right? Hotep, peace, harmony. Ashug, divine love throughout the boundless universe to all. Wadu. And we out, man. Wadu.